Is looking in your past really necessarily bad? I wanted to talk about, looking in the past. Like, you've always heard, like, oh, when you look in the past, it's like a bad thing, but it not necessarily bad thing. There's two types of situations that goes on when you think about looking in the past. So one is reflecting, and that's usually when, let's say, you had a really bad time in your past, and let's say like you're better now, but like you're still going through something, but it's not as big as it was when you went to the past. So if you start looking back at that time where you're really down, you can start to reflect. Like if you go back, you're like, I actually found, I actually got through this. That's why I'm here now. So I'm definitely strong enough to get through whatever it is that I'm going through now because I've done it before. Now, that's a healthy way to look at the past. It's not always bad. But what most people focus on is the second part of looking in the past, which is dwelling, which is basically the opposite of reflecting. So think of your past as like a really good time in your life, and then what you're going through, like you're going through a lot right now. So then when you look at the past, you're thinking, oh, I wish I could just go back to that moment where things were better and times were like just good for me. That's dwelling. Like you're wishing for the past to come back. And that's not necessarily a healthy way. A healthy way would be looking in the past, like looking at your struggles, your progress through your journey, and saying to yourself, I was that strong, I could be strong during this time. What did I use in the past to help me then? Maybe I could use some of that right now. That's the positive aspect of looking in the past. So don't think it's always bad. It just depends on your perspective on and what you're looking at in general. Are you looking at a bad time that you got out of or a good time that you wish you had?